Hi friends, I am going to review the Xiaomi Mi camera. You need details? Please check the description box. So let's get started. As usual, it's the flagship phone. It has 12 by 12 dual camera setup similar to iPhone 7 Plus and LG G5. So start.
All agree that photography is extra important. So Mi A1 comes with a flagship dual camera. And I'm constantly impressed by the photography experience from our flagship dual camera. But I think we take camera experience to the next level. We have a picture-perfect dual camera, and it delivers picture-perfect shots. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, so let me just show you what I mean. This is what I mean by a beautiful photo. You can see how the lady is beautifully captured in this shot. Her face is very clearly in focus. And you can also see this interesting blurred background, which we call a bokeh effect. It's very commonly found in DSLRs. So there's many dual camera solutions on the market today. So what sets Mi A1 apart from the rest? Let's check it out. So how it looks like on the Mi A1. So the Mi A1 flagship dual camera setup packs a 12 megapixel 50mm telephoto lens and a 26mm 12 megapixel wide angle lens. And you can see they just lie on the body of the phone. Very beautiful. And this together, thank you. And this together delivers a DSLR quality experience that you can put right in your pocket. I have it in my pocket right here, but we'll show it later. This premium solution is actually 41% more expensive than the middle solution we saw with the RGB plus monochrome. And it's over 200 to 300% more expensive than the color plus color combination that we saw on the far left. So it's quite a premium phone. And in fact, this flagship dual camera setup is the same that we find in top flagship phones like the iPhone 7 Plus. So that's not all. We know another very important factor when it comes to taking really good photos is the size of the pixels. That is one of the true factors that matters in digital photography. And so we've packed Mi A1 with large 1.25 micron pixels, which let in over 56% more light than pixels found in typical smartphone cameras. 56%. And it produces images that are clearly brighter and more expressive. Let's go back to some shots here. So this is the picture we saw from earlier with this DSLR-like quality, perfectly in focus in front with a beautifully blurred background. Well, what I didn't mention earlier is that this photo was actually taken by Mi A1. It's pretty impressive, isn't it? Let's check out another photo. You can see how sharply in focus the lady is, while everything else in the background is beautifully blurred. Shot on Mi A1. And how do we do this? This is achieved using what we call portrait mode. And it's very easy to activate in our camera app. All you have to do is tap this little icon, the very top, and it turns blue and you're in portrait mode. So Mi A1 uses our 50mm telephoto lens to really capture the main image, and our 26mm wide-angle lens to assist with depth of field measurement. And when we combine it with our stereoscopic imaging and deep learning algorithm, we're able to produce these bokeh effects that are very DSLR-like in nature. So I talked quite a bit about this camera. And we talked about how a picture is worth 1,000 words. So what do you guys think? Should we look at some more pictures? Yes! Let's do more than that. Let's look at some pictures compared to those of other flagship phones like iPhone 7 Plus. So this is your first glance of Mi A1 going head-to-head with other flagship phones like the iPhone 7 Plus and the OnePlus 5. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right, so on the left here, we have the iPhone 7 Plus. In the middle, we have the OnePlus 5. And on the right, we have Mi A1. Now, all three of these photos are beautifully shot. But if you asked me, Donovan, which one do you enjoy the most? I think I'm going to have to go with the Mi A1. It's beautifully caught. It's beautifully shot. The background is very blurred. Let's take a look at some details here. You'll see in the background blur that the Mi A1 has what we call bokeh lights. They're these little circles of light that occur when you blend together the light and blur it in a certain way. And as you can see on the very far left, the iPhone 7 Plus in this case did not capture the bokeh lights. The subjects are all very extremely clear, but if we zoom in a little bit more to detect the edges of the right sleeve, we'll see here the Mi A1 has very clearly defined edges, while the OnePlus 5 and the iPhone 7 Plus have some blurring of the edge of the screen. So this is another hallmark of having very good bokeh shots in a DSLR-like format. Let's take a look at a second shot of comparison shots. You can see here they're all three very beautiful shots again in terms of color reproduction. But if we zoom in a little bit more, you can see that the Mi A1 again accurately detects a lot of edges, especially when it comes to the hair. You see the OnePlus 5 didn't quite fare as well in this particular set of shots. And even the iPhone 7 Plus, you can see there's some jaggedness and blurriness when it comes to the hair. Another third shot of comparison shots. Let's focus a little bit more now on the color reproduction. And you can see here that the iPhone 7 Plus makes the color a little bit darker, sort of a little bit not as natural. But if you look at the Mi A1, you can see that not only is the background bokeh beautifully shot, but the face is also very, very beautiful. If we zoom in again, you can really start to see how the color reproduction on the Mi A1 is superior to both of these phones. And that's because we also have Beautify in this app, which we'll talk a little bit more about later. That's right, guys. Mi A1 Beautify doesn't work just on the ladies. It also works on guys as well. So you can see in this particular set of shots how this man takes on a very radiant and healthy pink natural glow with the Mi A1 Beautify. And if you zoom into the details, you'll see that the Mi A1 dual camera isn't good just for beautifying your face. It's also good at capturing your hairstyle. So you can see all the fine strands of hair for the Mi A1 are extremely clear, especially when compared to the iPhone 7 Plus and OnePlus 5. Our comparison shots here are evidence that it's very easy to look effortlessly gorgeous and picture perfect with our Mi A1 dual camera. And that's because we also ship amazing software, Beautify 3.0. So for those of you who are long-term Mi fans, you know that Beautify is one of our most signature features. And we have a new feature called Smart Beautify, which is a smart feature that accurately locates hundreds of different points on your face and can help to figure out what's the right way to set your skin color, your natural color, and really tone the face to maintain genuine facial features while also having very, very beautiful color correction. And you'll see that it works across a range of different skin tones, giving you a natural, healthy, and pink glow in all of your portrait images. But that's not it. Our flagship dual camera isn't good just for making you look beautiful. It's more than that. It also carries an amazing zoom feature that allows you to get 2x optical zoom. So 2x optical zoom feature can be found at the bottom of the phone here. Just tap that little button right above the shutter button, and you're into zoom mode. So what's like a scenario where this would be actually useful? Well, let's say you're trying to take a picture of your sister when you're in New York City. And you're sort of waiting for a passerby to kind of walk a little bit faster so you can take a picture. Wow, all you gotta do now is tap the zoom button. Zoom in and you don't have to worry about passerby walking faster. So let's compare both of these. So it makes it easy to effectively remove other elements from the background. Let's take a look at another scenario. Let's say you're trying to take another picture in another area of New York City, and there's this sort of ugly pillar on the left side, just blocking out everything and ruining your photo. Well, no worries. All you have to do is tap the zoom button, zoom in, get rid of that pillar, and have another beautiful shot. So I commonly get the question, what's the difference between 2x digital zoom and 2x optical zoom? Well, in typical smartphones, like the iPhone 7, with only a single lens, you can see there's quite a big difference between digital zoom in these phones versus the 2x optical zoom found in Mi A1, especially when you zoom in. The Mi A1 has a 2x optical zoom that shows lossless quality because we don't do any digital enlarging of the pixels. So I've said a fair share about how fantastic this dual camera setup is. But I think the best way to really show it off is to show some amazing, beautiful photos. So let's check out some portraits. We've already seen this one here. Really, really beautiful. You can just see the background, the foreground. So you can take picture-perfect images like this one. This was taken in New York City. Or this one, also in New York City. Or this one. And you can see, even when we get really, really close up, that the level of details that we can capture are really quite amazing. Here's another shot. Absolutely beautiful. Feel free to take as many photos as you like. And you can take stylish and expressive shots like this one as well. All over the world. And you can see we're quite a global company, so we really find models from around the world, all sorts of different situations, and bring them here today to let everyone enjoy. And you can see portrait mode works great on the men as well. I like this one. Oh yeah. Look at the creamy background on this shot. And in this particular photo, you can even see the details of his tattoos. And Mi A1 works across all age groups, from the elderly to the young. Super adorable. And it's effortlessly easy for anyone to take shots like this. Even someone like me. I'm learning to become a top-notch photographer too. But with the Mi A1, I'm able to take shots like this one. This is a shot of my son, Sebastian. You can see he's wearing his t-shirt, Ice Cream. And you can see he's getting a little bit impatient with me because I love the Mi A1 dual camera and I'm always taking snaps of him. Check out the remarkable color reproduction on this photo here. And Mi A1, it's not good. It goes beyond just portrait shots. It's also great for landscape shots. So let's take a look at some panoramic landscapes here. It's majestic and panoramic. Beautiful nature shots across the world, including here in India as well. And you can see this looks really good even under glaring conditions in all sorts of different kinds of light. It's pretty beautiful. Of course, it's not just these kinds of shots that it's good at. Even when it's a little bit more close up and tightly focused. This here was taken just right outside the venue. It's pretty nice, huh? It's not just landscape shots. It's not just nature shots. Urban photography is also a breeze with this phone. This is one of my favorite places in the world, sunny Singapore. You can see even under low light. Just wow. And another one of my favorite cities in the world, New York City. You can check out the level of details, especially the big yellow taxi. So the all-new flagship dual camera on Mi A1, taking picture-perfect shots with great digital bokeh in the background, superior quality, 2x optical zoom, even at long distances, and large 1.25 micron pixels to ensure bright and expressive picture quality.